Hello, this video is going to go over how to locate Washington vital record information. To get started, visit washingtonpublicrecords.com. There will be a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into your browser. On the home page, you will notice it's a list of public resources available, public databases available in the state of Washington. This video is going to be about vital record information. So in some cases, vital records are used for things like genealogy searches. So if that's what you're doing, you can find genealogy resources that are available within the state of Washington. But we also created a page specific to the most sought after record types. So anything from background checks, and if you hover over other records, to property records. So there's going to be a vital records information page here. And what you'll notice is you have your state resources and then you have your county resources. And for the most part, these places provide certificates, like official certificates. And those are like, let's say a birth record, a birth document. Those are only available to the person that the record belongs to, maybe the parents, guardians, legal representatives. So they're not necessarily, the public isn't necessarily going to access this information unless the person passes away. And then with time, those records are able to be accessed by the public for like genealogy searches and things like that. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you are looking for a certificate, for an official certificate, you could use these resources here. But if you're just looking for information, let's say you are dating somebody and you wanted to find out, have they ever had a divorce or something like that, you can use different public databases to look this information up. Because let's say in a divorce, so vital records are just life events like birth, death, marriage, divorce, things like that. So if, let's say you wanted to find out about a divorce, you don't necessarily need to request a certificate, an official certificate. You could, because people have to see a judge in these types of situations, a court document is created, and in most cases these are considered public record. So all you have to do, and I'm going to hover over other records again, is you could go to court records here and find out what court does what, and try to do your research like that. Like for instance, the Superior Court does probate. Probate is typically involved after somebody passes away. So that's one way of finding out that information. And civil would be marriage, divorce, and things like that. So consider using different types of databases if you're just looking for vital record information. Now, another thing to consider is using the search box on top here. And what this does is it doesn't just look at records at the county or the state level, say in Washington, but it goes outside the state and pulls from multiple databases, multiple states. So let's say you are trying to find a divorce record, and maybe the divorce happened in Utah or Texas and the person lives in Washington now. You have no way of finding that information if you're just checking local records. So if you want to make sure you have more bases covered, people do move around nowadays quite a bit. You want to utilize a more national approach to your records. Now, everything does originate at the local level, at the county level. That's where the records are most accurate, most up to date, but they are going to be restricted to a specific area. So you got to keep that in mind. So once again, it's washingtonpublicrecords.com. Come on down and get started on your Washington vital records information search. Thank you.